All right, so in Arizona, they have a freeway called the I-10, right? Um, they have a lane called the HOV lane. I'm pretty sure every state has it, but I don't know what it's called in any other state. Um, I rarely have a passenger in my car. So I was me. I should just buy a car with two doors, but I don't know. I got brainwashed into always thinking that if you buy a coupe, you are selfish somehow, some way. But whatever. Um, I've driven in this HOV lane by myself for years since I first got my permit to drive when I was like 16. Because man, I get anxiety in that traffic. I can't do it. And in Arizona, if you're stuck in traffic on the freeway trying to go anywhere, that's 45 minutes to an hour, easy, easy. HOV lane, you're gonna get to where you need to get to in half that time. So it's always a risk, right? That hey, if you get pulled over in the HOV lane by yourself, you're gonna pay a $600 ticket. I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten caught in the HOV line. I've paid for that ticket before, right? Um, that time that I got caught, it was like my second warning at work or whatever, and I really didn't want to get fired. So I was like, I don't care. I was like, okay, I paid $600. I worked for a week. I worked for 3-4 days, right? And I'll pay that ticket. But guess what? I get to keep my job. Okay. Lesson learned. What is worth more, right? So I constantly stay in the HOV lane because time is money, right? I don't care what anyone says. And there's no way that I can justify being in traffic. I'm sorry. See it how you see it, right? But I need to get to places. I need to keep my sanity. And bending the rules, right? Bending the rules. Sometimes you have to get what you want. And what did it say? That cheaters win, right? Lance Armstrong, this guy, he was like a bicyclist, and they had a Tour de France, and this dude would always just keep winning. Like, what? So later on, they caught this dude. He had like enhancement drugs, which made him extra quick, which would make him last, whatever, right? But ultimately, they caught him and they took all his gold medals. And there was a big old controversy, like, oh, well, like cheaters never win. Well, actually, cheaters do win. That's why they call them cheaters, because they won, but they cheated to win. Cheaters aren't really called cheaters when they lose, right? They're called losers. That's why they lost. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm over here still stuck in traffic, really. But there's like construction going on down like 10 miles down. So I decided to make a video for you guys, just sharing my thoughts about traffic, and that, hey, sometimes you gotta roll the dice, really, man, and see if it's worth it. And if it's not worth it, obviously don't do it, right? But if you could take the risk and you can take the loss, right? And if you could pay a $600 ticket, right? Hey, whatever. But I'll give you the biggest tip, all right? If you guys want to be successful driving in the HOV lane by yourself, there's two ways. One is you find another car that's driving by themselves, right, in the HOV lane, and you get in front of them. Done. They always pull the guy out in the back, right? They always pull over the guy behind you. They won't pull you over. Number 2, you wait for like a big old van or a big old semi, and you get in front of them. You'll be good. You'll be straight. Like, you'll be lucky. Oh, I gotta show you guys this though, because this is what it's really about in Arizona. Let me do this. So I'll just show you guys like this, man. Like, there's a crazy accident, right? Dude's holding his shoulder, Volvo. Oh, like a 3-4 car accident. But in Arizona, right? Everyone's looking at the cops, and that's what makes people on the other side slow. So you guys are gonna see that the traffic's gonna speed up as it is already. But once again, like, if you guys want to learn the tips how to get away driving an HOV by yourself, one is you find another car that's driving by themselves in the HOV lane, you speed up and get in front of them. Number 2, you see a big van or a semi and you get in front of them. Or 3, if you're lucky, there'll be a big van in the front, big van in the back, or like those construction vehicles, and you just tell them, and the risk of getting pulled over is minimal, because they won't even look at you. But that's what it is. I'm about to go into this tunnel on the I-10. It's kind of crazy, but I'll allow you guys to kind of check it out a little bit. This tunnel is crazy, man. Like, growing up in Phoenix, they would always say, hey, try to hold your breath right through this tunnel and see if you would make it. Once again, that's another just story of people cheating, right? Like, me and my brother would be in the back seat getting driven down this tunnel, and like, I would always just blow out my cheeks and act like I'm holding my breath, but I was really just blowing out of my nostrils. My brother caught me once, and he just plugged up my nose, and I couldn't breathe, and I got scared. I was like, oh, I had to gasp for air, but yeah, but I always used to beat him until he found out I was breathing through my nose, which is crazy. That he's my older brother, and he allowed me to win that many times. But yeah, guys, if you think it's worth it, go for it. If the reward is bigger than the risk, you should do it. If not, don't do it, because their sirens popping off, right? And playing this game is not for the weak, right? All right, guys, cool. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.